session titled Social Innovation for Area-Based Development. First of all, may I invite the chair, Mr. Michael Offensler, the chair of WTUN, and all the speakers, may I invite you to be seated at the sofa right up front, please. We have prepared the sofa for you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So I am Dr. Kritiya Tithichen, and today I am honored to serve as a chair for this session. The session focuses on how university and community can work together to create innovative, sustainable, and inclusive solutions to respond to local challenges while also connecting with global perspective. Today, we have 4 inspiring speakers who will share their experiences and research on how social innovation can make a meaningful impact from local roots to global development. Participants, please note that we will have time for questions and discussion session after all presentations are complete. Okay, so we shall start the presentation. For the presentation speaker, our first speaker is Dr. Malika Sangsanit, Head of the Center of Excellence for Entrepreneurship at Suranali University of Technology. She has extensive experience in entrepreneurship development and innovation management and is the founder of the Student Entrepreneurship Development Academy, which inspires young innovators through practical learning. Dr. Malika has also worked internationally to promote sustainable business models and empower women entrepreneurs. Today, Dr. Malika will present on reviving heritage, empowering communities, Muay Khorat as a catalyst for global social innovation. Participants, please join me in welcoming Dr. Malika Sangsanit.
Okay, good afternoon, colleagues and students. I'm Malika Sangsanit from Suranari University of Technology. Many years that I've joined WTUN, I normally talk about entrepreneurships like every year, but this year I changed what I'm going to talk about because this is my recent project, the research project granted from PMUA. I'm working about cultural heritage. So my topic today is reviving heritage, empowering communities. So we use Muay Khorat as the catalyst for global social innovations. I hope that everyone knows about Muay Thai or Thai boxing. Muay Khorat is one of the 4 strain or 4 major root of Muay Thai or Thai boxing in Thailand. So you will see from the picture behind, that is the students performing Muay Khorat. So I'm going to talk about the result or how we do it as a research project. So the context why I'm interested in Muay Khorat or Thai boxing. Fighting is one of the soft power of Thailand. but it's only for a few. Only people who would like to, go for boxing, at the boxing challenge, that will pay attention to Thai boxing or Muay Korat. I'm from Korat or Nakhon Ratchasima province, but I never heard about Muay Korat before. Something wrong there. That's very wrong. So we should, as a Thai people, as the local, we should understand, we should know, but we didn't know about it. Something wrong there. And it's our heritage, it's the living martial art, but it's fragmented and aging custodian. So people, the Thai Muay Korat master or Thai boxing master are quite old right now. How can we preserve that and make it even more important, or people know more about this? And the youth, the young people don't understand and don't want to pay attention to Muay Korat anymore because they don't know. And even their parents don't know. And people, when they view boxing, it means fighting and violence, but it's not. You can use that in many ways. So we need to do something. We need to provide the root for economic and social values for your youth, so then they will pay attention. So this is the aim for this project. So we need to preserve and accelerate and make it even more valuable or create more value from that. So the belief that we hold is, we believe that cultural network and ecosystem combined with creativity, digital technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship will enable Muay Korat to become national soft power and foster local knowledge and local economy. And that's what is the belief that we use to do it. And so it comes to the design principle. We think, how can we do that? So we use the university as the mechanism to orchestrating across sectors, because there's no one orchestrates the collaborations and work together. So the university will play a big role in that. And we need visibility, so cultural space is very important. When people come, there should be a place that they can learn and see, what is it? And the youth need to get involved in it. And we need coordination, infrastructure that people can work together. So from that design principle, we have about 15 months to do this project. So the models that we find out from doing this project is these models that we call it the learning platform or mechanism that can transform the living heritage to the living income. So I call it to learn, perform, and thrive. The first one is to build foundation and coalitions. The first thing that we start is to call everyone, the stakeholders, and discuss what do we want to do. And what is the visions that we want to see? Because some people will want something, and we want to do it together. So that is the first thing, form partnerships. And then we collate the knowledge. So what is exactly Muay Korat? So we go to the root, walk the streets, go to everywhere. This studies the root of that. So we collect cultural artifacts related to Muay Korat. So that is the build foundation and coalitions. Second, we need to do the capacity building and educations. We need masters. We need school. We need people to learn to do it. We cannot rely on only the master because they cannot train everyone in the cities. So we need to expand. So put people development at the heart of the movement. That is the thing that we do a lot in this project. So we do showcase, we develop curriculum, teaching tools, so people can access easily. The third one is recreations and diversification. It's not only education that we need something else to build up or create more value. So cultural innovation is, like reimagining heritage as in the modern form. How can we get the youth to understand and involve in it? So games, food and beverage, craft, media, wellness. So we expand the use of it. So we create new entrepreneurs in this area. The fourth thing is we need showcase. People need to see, when they learn it, so how we perform, where. So the showcase and institutionalizations. We have a signature performance. So now in our city, there will be, we call Muay Korat dance, perform in front of our Yamo or Thaksin, the heroine of our city. So there will be annual events that everyone will come and perform this. So we try that. It really creates awareness and interest of people. And the last thing that we need is the system. So we need to shift from one-off activity to be a continuous living cultural innovation. The ecosystem, the actor that really connect together. Right now we have association, we have Muay Korat association, we have people in the ecosystem that really want to work. We meeting, set a goal together and what we want to do together. So what the impact? We want both economic impact, we want social impact, and we want to have a strong network to work and continue this project on, even though we don't get our research project had stopped. So this is what the result we got. We gather the cultural leader, which is the master of the Muay Korat. And then the master developed the master. So we got the next level of this master that can teach others. And then the master with the super master teach other, like teacher, school teacher, because we want it to go into, every school in our province. So this is how we do it. And from that, when school adopted, so we have a competition in our city. So school will have the place to showcase their attempt in the school. So from the start, we try to set this, we call Kita competitions, which is the dance mixing with music, but used Muay Korat as the way to show it. So the first event that we launched, we got only 9 teams. But then the second event that we launched, we got 27. So now will be more and more school participate in. This is, that group is from one school. And from that, what we got is cultural inheritors, a group of 30 students from school, Ban Si Mum School. Now these students are, also able to teach others, and they now are idols. They are the idols and example for others, other school as well. So they are very proud, and the effect from their performance or their interest or effort in this is not only for school, it's for community. Their parents, their neighbors are very fond and very proud of them. So now it's affect to the whole communities. And this is example of what we do. We launched the first ever event. We call Muay Korat Pakat Sakda, so it's like knockout event. And that's the first event that the master, the Muay Korat master, they've said that they feel like someone value them. So they are very proud of what they do. So now it's the kickstart of everything that we do. And this is the event that we call more than 2,000. We have a very short time to call, but we got more than 2,000 people, from young children to like adults and old people, to do the Muay Korat performance in honor of Yamo or Thao Suranari. This year we aim altogether more than 10,000 people to participate. And we are successfully implemented into schools. So our province has approved this Muay Korat curriculum that will be implemented in every school at every levels in our province. So this is how we got from know nothing into, in 15 months, we can get into the curriculum that we implemented in every school. So every school can adopt at their ability to do it. So, and they can, continuously improve what they do. The impact that we, in 15 months that we do a lot of capacity building, over 250 people, community leaders, school teachers that participate in the training. We got this one standardization program or curriculum. We got 4 innovations that had already launched, and more than 12 partners. And we calculate SRI as part of the requirement of the funding agency. So in 15 months, we got 2.44. That is the 1 baht turned into 2.44 baht as a benefit or return on investment or social return on investment. So, and this is only a few months that we do. So right now, we know that it's more than 2.44. So from what we do, we believe one thing, that the role of the university is so important. If we are not stepping in, we hadn't stepping in to do this project, Muay Korat is still there. It maybe improve a little bit because of the other factors, but because every stakeholder recognize that because university is stepping in and be the orchestrator of this ecosystem, build this collaboration, so then it can revive this living heritage, and it's unlock this regional growth. And we can see that in few years, if we continue moving forward, economic growth, social development can happen, and and without compromising authenticity for market appeal. So we see that, and we see the proudness and happiness of people when we talk about Muay Korat. So that is what we do for 15 months, and I would like to share with you that university is very important for social innovation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Malika, for your wonderful and insightful presentation. I really love how Muay Korat orchestrate and change the living heritage to living incomes, especially the last word, income. I really love that. I think that's the economic opportunity. Okay. Dear guests, now let's move to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Assistant Professor Dr. Art Marvin M. Arias. Please excuse me for my pronunciation. From Mindanao State University in Marawi City, Philippines. He teaches courses in salesmanship international marketing and entrepreneurship, and actively mentor student-led startups that have won national and international awards. Dr. Arayas also served as an entrepreneurship coach for the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs under the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines, and is a certified store trainer of Coca-Cola Philippines, empowering local entrepreneurs to grow their businesses. Today, he will present on global learning, global solutions, how study abroad translate impact beyond the academe. Dear guests, please welcome Dr. Art Marvin Aranas.
Members of the World Technology Universities Network Board, VIP guests of the World Technology Universities Congress, administrators from our host Thaksin University, students, participants, good afternoon. Our session today centers on globalization, the essential dual mandate for contemporary higher education, that is, to pursue global excellence while simultaneously serving the vital needs of the local context. Specifically, my topic for today talks about global learning and local solutions, or how study abroad translates impact beyond the academe. This talk will center on my experiences with studying abroad and how my university is leveraging this opportunity. To start, let me throw you this question. How do we ensure, as an institution, that specialized knowledge acquired halfway across the world translates into a foundational solution for a critical community at home? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Art Marvin Emarañas. I am from the Department of Marketing of the College of Business Administration Accountancy in Mindanao State University in the Philippines. And let me answer this question with the logic of a classic metaphor, the invisible hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the visible and invisible hand of global learning. As a matter of fact, this presentation will be discussed in two parts. I will argue that this conversion from private academic ambition to public, societal, and community benefit is not a planned program, but a predictable, powerful economic mechanism. The first half of the globalization mandate is the deliberate pursuit of global context engagement. This is where the visible hand operates. It represents the conscious, targeted investment made by institutions like Mindanao State University and by ambitious individuals to achieve measurable personal and academic success. This is the self-interest that fuels the whole system. On the other hand, we also have the invisible hand, which pertains to delivering local impact, which we will talk about in a while. The visible hand. When you ask individuals why they chose to study abroad, more often than not, they will give you the following answers. Well, for me, when I was offered to study abroad, what made me say yes was the idea of leaving my comfort zone and rediscover myself, because living in another country and outside your comfort zone could teach you a whole lot of things. That's one, personal growth. Second is mastering another language. Ben Tricebeliorum Chunkuyuksek Lisansem Ordayaptem, or that means I know Turkish because I studied my master's degree there. Career advancement. Statistics will show us that 97% of study abroad alumni found employment within 12 months and earned more than those who did not study abroad. Professional growth. Studies will also show us that these programs strongly contribute to the development of students' intercultural competence, encompassing their attitude, knowledge and skills, and faculty members' teaching and research activities. As a matter of fact, study abroad greatly helps the university achieve its internationalization goals. And lastly, more attractive talent pool for the university. The plethora of talents and skills that students and faculty develop while studying abroad in general creates a very attractive talent for the university. As professionals and as institutions, we invest in the visible hand because of these straightforward results that directly benefit both personal and institutional interest. We invest in the visible hand because it generates sophisticated human and expands our global academic network. These things on top of contributing to the existing body of knowledge that we have at home. Let me share to you my experience. When I was writing my master's thesis in Niğde Ömer Halis Demir University in Turkey for my graduate program, Masters in Production Management and Marketing, all my initial proposals were rejected as my advisor only wanted one thing, and that is for me to venture into a topic that is not yet done in the Philippines. I ended up writing my thesis around selecting renewable energy options in the Philippines through multi-criteria decision-making, a sophisticated decision-making tool I've never heard of until I started writing my thesis. And yes, it is the first of its kind in my country. Now, we will see how the invisible hand is working. Unintentionally, I offered a solution to a perennial problem I never intended to solve. This is the invisible hand at work. During my thesis defense, I was asked why there is no wind energy option in the options listed. Then and there did I realize that this was for my region, that the results was for my country, of whom 50% in my region, households don't have access to reliable power. The invisible hand was at work when a concept that was studied abroad addressed a crisis in the other side of the world, and the results is now part of the policy-making mechanism of my region. Realizing this seemingly invisible, unintentional, yet material impact, faculty members and students who are now sent to study abroad are given an imperative, and that is to find solutions for our problems at home. You see, study abroad programs offer different opportunities for countries and areas who are relatively behind. This is the local context that needed local solutions. Marawi City and Lanao del Sur have served as the economic center of that province. When Marawi City fell during the 2017 Marawi siege, it affected millions. 8 years later, now, the city, let alone the lives of the people, are far from restoration. 8 years after the siege, yet the city is still left in ruins. Then we wonder, what if the answers are not at home? The global learning that have spurred local solutions. To date, Mindanao State University has established scholarship opportunities for its students and professors to avail. Every graduate not only has developed into a better individual, but a global citizen, one who thinks global but acts local. Well, if we do the math right, when we send 10 individuals to study abroad, that would be equal to 10 local citizens with a fresh perspective on things for societal impact and not just for individual or institutional interest. The impact of these study abroad programs extends far beyond individual CVs or departmental research output. It is a direct force of multiplier in MSU's mission to serve its community. Moving forward, this is where we are going. The local context that needed local solutions. The success is evident in the fact that though faculty and students return from different majors abroad, that is ranging from engineering, public administration, systems analysis, psychology, Islamic studies, my own marketing, their acquired expertise has collectively and cohesively contributed towards MSU's paramount institutional goal, that is being the Philippines' National Peace University. Collectively, this is what we're aiming for. We believe that across disciplines, being a National Peace University will be our endgame. Business, engineering, public administration, international relations, social sciences, all towards being a national peace university. Now, we are left with one question. We ask, how can universities foster local innovation that influences global perspectives? Universities now can start functioning as localization laboratories where acquired knowledge are not only applied but tested to the local context. As localization labs, it is the responsibility of these universities, like Mindanao State University, to engage in conversations and knowledge-sharing conferences such as this to enlighten similarly situated neighbors. With opportunities such as the World Technology Universities Congress, we are not only sharing experiences, we are actually sharing solutions. Now, to end this talk, we stand here today empowered by such a powerhouse of experts, knowing that our job is to bring that power back home and look for avenues where this learning best fits. Our entire discussion proves that the true return on investment for every international degree, every exchange program, and every partnership is not measured in academic citations, but in the collective stability that localization actually creates. In globalization, we are trading the temporary security of individual interest, individual expertise, for the permanent security of community resilience. In globalization, it takes root when we let go of the myth of self-sufficiency. Moving together actually means moving forward, cap on cap.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arias. Apologies for my pronunciation, for your inspiring and thought-provoking presentation. Your project greatly provoke students, language learners, and academic institutions because going abroad is just not going abroad, but will actually it function as a bridge to be global citizen and to the global stage. Okay, next, we will hear from our third speaker. Our third speaker is Dr. Wallapha Choi Buakel, Dean of the Faculty of Health and Sports Science at Thaksin University. She's a leading expert in social innovation in health, having developed over 10 innovative health models implemented in Thailand and China. Her work, including models for dengue prevention, drowning prevention in children, and community-based physical therapy, has significantly improved community well-being and public health. Today, Dr. Wallapha will present on social innovation for area-based development, a pathway to sustainable health behavior. So everyone, please welcome Dr. Wallapha Choi Buakel.
Delegates from World Technology University Network, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Wallapha. I'm the dean and also the researchers. Actually, I work with my PhD students and my master degree student, so all research come from them. Today, I'd like to share with you about social innovation for the area-based development, focused in health, how to embed, how to change the people behaviors, how to change the healthcare system, even a small system. So today, there are many research, at least 12 research, 4 from the PhD student and 8 from master degree students. I may not be able to go into the detail of each model, but what I would like to share with you is how we learn from it. How to do this? It not move. Okay. So what I would like to share is how we learn from it. I would like to share with the key statistic and insight in Thailand's health information. Some statistics show us that we can stop it, but why it still happen like this? The first one you can see very serious in Thailand. The statistic of DM, diabetes mellitus, about one in 10 of Thai people getting DM and 40% underdiagnosed. And we have at least 300,000 new cases a year. And we spend a lot of money per year. And the more important is every day Thai people died from DM. At least 200 people die from this. And the treatment effective only 1/3. So it is serious, but it comes from our behavior. If we have a healthy eating, we have exercise, we have emotional control in the good way, DM could not do anything, but we could not stop it. The stroke as well. In Thailand, we have 250,000 new cases a year, and every year Thai people die 50,000 from stroke. And we spend a lot of money for rehabilitation and informal care. And at least 60% have the disability problem, and it's a burden, it's an economic burden. The respiratory infections, we can stop it when we have a good hygiene, but we cannot stop it. And it's still serious. During the COVID-19, we learned many things from COVID-19. But up until now, RHV or another common cold or flu still happen. We could not stop it. All this disease come from our behavior, our hygiene. We can stop it if we can touch the people's heart and they really understand what happened, and from inside they change themselves. The other disease is happened a lot in Thailand and never stop in the dengue, hemorrhagic fever. It is from the mosquito. If we can get it, only thing that can stop it, get rid of the mosquito larva. But it's still a lot, and many people die from this. For the children with the flu vaccine, we have, in Thailand, we have the coverage target of 80%, but only 65% have flu vaccine in the children. It is easy, but why they could not do that? This is the drowning in children below 15 years old in Thailand. We cannot stop it. We said that it's not difficult to stop it. We cannot. These are the problems that we have to deal with it. We should stop it if the people realize this is dangerous. And this dangerous, we can protect it. We can prevent it. So all of this is very happen in very high rate. And the recovery rate is very low, and it still happen. So only the research result or only the invention, it cannot stop. So we need social innovation to make it lasting impact or sustainability. What is the social innovation in health in our understanding at Thaksin University? Social innovation is something that we change from what we have done before, and then we change it. And not change only the superficial, we change deep inside our heart, our mindset. So together with the area-based, they create powerful tools to embed healthy behaviors into fabric of daily life, not by forcing the change, but to enable it. This is the social innovation. We have to change from inside, to grow it from inside out and burst it. This is the difference of invention, innovation, and social innovation, which we communicate to our staff and students. The red one is the invention, innovation. We do the research, we get the research result, And we do the innovation, we get the tool, we get the new machine, it's the invention innovation. But invention innovation cannot be long lasting. It just help, it just facilitate our daily living. It not change the mind. It a little bit change the system. So social innovation, we have to move 3 steps furthermore. We have to go to, if we have the research results or we have the prototype, we have to make it sustain, scaling and diffusion, and we have to make a system change and behavioral change. Behavioral change is very, very important for social innovation. And the system, even the small system, have to change. So the key of the social innovation is learning, growth, and sustainability. I would like to share 12 research, but could not go into the detail. But what I would like to assure that if we develop the social innovation area-based development, it will treasure in people's heart and in change people behavior. I would like to show, cannot go into the detail, but if someone would like to learn more into the detail, I do have more than 20 publications on that, both in Thai language or English language. So 12 of my students, 4 PhD and 8 master degree. We apply the theory construction from nursing by Walker and Alvan. We apply, so we don't go for 8 steps. We go for only 4 steps of this. Select the concept. The concept is like variables. And we identify all uses of the concept and we do concept analysis. And after that, we identify a very simple antecedent attribute and consequences of the concept or the main variables. And then we construct a model. After we construct the model, then we test for the quality of the model. That's the approach process for 12 models that we develop here. For the select the concept, when we get the concept, we use the prisma diagram to select from the document, many documents, and we select to the best one. And then we move to the concept analysis. When doing the concept analysis, the thematic analysis help my student to understand the variable very clear. For example, for promoting health behavior in the university, for the physical health, we provide a definition and the description. So the students or the researcher understand that variable very clear, not only from from the document review. And for concept analysis, we identify antecedents, consequences, and attribute and consequences of that concept. And we simply construct it based on Walker and Alvan's suggestion that consequences come from attributes, attribute affect from the antecedents. So it is a very simple model construction. And after that, we test the model. We have 4 approaches to test the model. The first approach is implement the model and evaluate the result. We do experiment, we do quasi-experiment, something like that. And approach number two is we use statistics to guarantee the model. And the third one, we use the expert. The expert in that field, we use the agree to as a tool. There are 6 dimensions. The first dimension is scope and purpose of the model that we developed. Stakeholder involvement, record of the development, clarity of presentation, applicability, and editorial independence. And if it is more than 75% is acceptable. And the fourth approach is the mix. Maybe approach number 1 with approach number 3, approach number 1 with approach number 2, or 2 with the 3. This is the example of the whole approach. This is the the model of physical training in Latin dance in China. Concept analysis will become the conceptual framework, and then we collect the qualitative data from the experts and the people in the field and the dancer, and then we refine the concept. After that, we take it into a phase I experiment, and then collect the data from more than 500 people again, and make the conclusion of the final model. This is just the example of one dissertation. What I would like to share is of these models and how we have learned from it. My slide is very diversity, because this slide come from this student and another slide come from another student. The first one is ESER model. This community never stopped dengue hemorrhagic fever. So we developed the model based on every people who involved. For example, household, the children at the daycare, the primary school student, local government, the sub-district hospital, even the monk in the Buddhist temple. The ESER model is start from the assess everything that involved with control dengue hemorrhagic fever, and we creating together, and after that evaluation, and we have to return the model and the mosquito application and all information to the society and the organization that will continue on this project. So this is the activity. This model, the key person of this model to make it successful, he's the kid from daycare and the primary school student and the Buddhist monk. Buddhist monk talk about this every holy day. And the people install the most app in the smartphone, and they put the data every day, and if their house is red, it means they have to change something. It should be clean. And this model get many awards as well, and also have the copyright from the Thai government. The whole model is about to encounter with the outbreak of disease. We started in the COVID-19. And the whole model, the key person is the village leader. And we get the copyright as well. And we use the whole model applied to another disease. And it is guaranteed that it's good, and it can be applied, and it can be generated to another area and get many awards as well. What I would like to share here, if we could not go into detail, but if we do the social innovation, it can apply because the methodology is very good. It is an action research or experimental research, and it can be applied into another area. This one is very significant and save many lives. We call fast learning model, drowning prevention in primary school students. In this area, every year the students die from drowning in the agriculture and natural water source. After we implement this, no more die within 3 years, and we continue to do this. And this project get the award, a very good award in Thailand. We call Merit Maker in province level and Thailand level. And we continue doing this and generate to apply to another community which have agriculture, water resource or natural water source. This is the immune in the Muslim immunization in Muslim community. Muslim have some obstacle to have the vaccine to the kid because some of them believe that vaccine is not halal, or they could not travel to the hospital to get this or forget the appointment, something like this. After we implement SIPO model, almost 100% only someone will move to another place. So the total have the vaccine. And this model apply into health promotion and other disease as well, and get many awards and have the copyright. This is the flu vaccine. As I mentioned earlier that we need 80%, but only 65%. We can prevent it while we leave it like that. So we start flu vaccine model. And right now, flu vaccine model is very popular in Pathalung province, and another district apply flu vaccine model as well. And I would like to share with you that flu vaccine is the model for healthcare, but it can apply to implement in administration, in management. This guy in my student is a director of pharmacy, and he applied flu vaccine into his management and get the national award by applying this model. And this is the ADAPT ER model for self-management in type 2 DM. This one involves every people in the society, a restaurant, retailing store, family member, or many organizations involved in this project. And it is very good that more than 50% can control blood sugar right now. I think if we start it, we can do it. And this one get many awards as well, both national and international awards. And get and apply ADAPT ER model into another field and get award as well. And it is very interesting, and I would like to make this project very long lasting. When people get stroke, it is very difficult for them to go to the hospital for physical therapy. So we start the community-based physical therapy. It means that we do it at home, and we involve in this project healthcare personnel, the village mechanics, and neighbor have to help each other. And the tool or the instrument developed by the mechanic, village mechanic. And what we try to do is, even they are paralyzed, they can earn some money. In the picture you can see that even he's paralyzed, he could not walk very easy, but he still have a chicken farm and he can do it. After finish chicken farm, he come to exercise himself, and the healthcare personnel coming to help, and the DIMO coming to help, healthcare volunteer coming to help. So this project is very good in terms of rehabilitation without any suffer. The lady my student is the researcher in this project. She is the physical therapist in this area, and she is a community lover. So she continue doing this, and we have many patients right now can stay at home and still continue their career and have income. She get a lot of award as well. This is my first developed model. We call SEDC model for province level, for the elderly daycare, for the province administration organization, elderly daycare model. We developed from document review and expert. And we come up with, if we want to start elderly daycare model, we have to have at least 6 dimensions. And every 6 dimension, we have the manual and the detail, every form that the patient or the staff have to fill. We have it and ready to be applied. We do have very interesting that right now in Thailand or many other countries, the faith to the Buddhist monk become low. And we have one monk that passed away more than 50 years, almost 60 years already, but the faith still remain. And many hospitals, many bridges, many roads, many water well create under his name. So we study if the monk want to create the faith and the faith can be the sustain. What kind of the practice that the monk have to do? This is the model พ่อท่านคล้าย from him พ่อท่านคล้าย and this one because it's about the philosophy and Buddhist philosophy, so we have some professor from India to help. And this is in China for the physical training in 7 to 9 years old Latin dance. This model tells us that if we concern on developmental task of the kid, it will create the long-lasting behavior and strength in dancing. And this is the model for promoting healthy behavior among students, among university students in Potian University in China as well. This is another model. It is not a quasi-experiment, it's a descriptive interaction research. I forget one model. It's the model about nutrition for like 10 year to 15 years people. I forget to share here, but it is very good how to make them choose the food, cook the food, to take care of their health. And this is the next TSU, Major Social Innovation Project in Health. It is underdeveloped now. We work with at least 3 universities, including Buddhist University. The model, we call the model of integration, Buddhist culture, value, and social innovation for elderly healthcare. At least 9 modules have to explore. I would like to end my presentation here with our beloved late Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej. He said he taught us that the virtue is the foundation of people, the knowledge as a light, the immune as our strength. The 3 pillars are very important. The first one in moderation, reasonable, and risk management. This is the self-sufficient that he taught us to living a stable and meaningful life. And he thought that if we would like to change someone, we have to understand access before development. And he thought that it will grow from inside out and it births from inside. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wallapha, for the meaningful presentation and sharing us those immaculate models. Now I come up with the awareness and realization that sustainable health behavior cannot rely solely on healthcare professionals. Instead, they must scaffold family, community, and local system. They need to work together. Okay, dear guests, we will continue with the final presentation. May I remind you once again that after all presentations are complete, we will have questions and discussion sessions. Our final speaker is Mr. Bawonsak Pecharanun, a researcher and Northern Thailand Area Manager at King Mongkut University of Technology, Thonburi. With over 18 years of experience in remote area development, he's led project under Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn Initiative, focusing on self-sufficiency and sustainable livelihood in highland community. Today, Mr. Bawonsak will present on the development of local change agents for area-based social innovation in remote highland communities of northern Thailand. Please welcome Mr. Bawansak.
Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bawansak Pechalanon from King Mongkut University of Technology, Thonburi, Thailand. I'm honored to be here today. The topic I would like to share is not just a research project. It's a real life journey deep in the remote mountainous area. Our work has focused on within the community by developing what we call local change agents. These are local people who are trained and empowered to lead change in their own villages. Let me begin by showing you a reality faced by people in this community. In the top left image, you see villagers trying to carry a seriously ill person out of the village to hospital. There are no roads suitable for car. So if someone gets sick, their only choice is to walk for many hours or be carried by others. The top right picture shows a grandmother feeding her grandchild. Their meals are often just rice, vegetable, and chili paste. Protein is rare. The bottom left, a child is doing homework using candlelight. There's no electricity in many homes. The solar panels, if they exist, are often unusable. In the bottom right, you see children waiting silently without access to the health care they need. These aren't isolated cases. They are very realities, and they represent the true face of inequality in our societies. So, the question is, what are the ways to reduce inequality in rural areas like this? Many actors are involved. Government agencies build roads. NGOs offer scholarships. Some provide food, water system, or donate items. Yes, all of these efforts are valuable. But what about communities where there are no roads? Or roads disappear during the rainy season? What about villages where there's no internet or phone signal? In those contexts, external help cannot always arrive on time. That's why we believe that self-reliance is not just an option, but it is a necessity. It is the most suitable strategy for remote and complex areas like this. This is where real social innovation begins, not in theory, but in response to real constraints. Our work takes place in very remote highland areas at Omkoi district, Chiang Mai province, Sop Mei and Ma Saliang district in Mae Hong Son province, near Thai-Myanmar border. These areas are mountainous, isolated, and culturally diverse. Access to basic life necessities is extremely limited. Many ethnic children cannot speak or understand Thai language, and that become a serious barrier, not just for learning other subjects, but also for living in interacting in the wider society. But the people here also have deep cultural roots, traditional knowledge, and community networks. What they need is a model that fits their realities. Now, let me ask, what should be the role of university in this context? Of course, first, we educate our students, but is that enough? We believe the mission should go beyond just classroom. We must develop people, not only students, but all citizens. especially those who are left behind. That's why we start developing a new model of learning that create local change agents. Local change agents or CEAs are trained to solve problems in 4 key areas: basic health care, renewable energy, food security, and Thai language learning. We don't rely on short workshops. Our approach combines active learning processes with regular competency assessments. So, how do we design this learning process? First, we consider their context, such as low literacy, strong cultural tradition, and limited access to formal system. Then, we define key competencies and create learning methods that are active and experience-based, that include coaching, mentoring, learning by doing, group reflection, and practical training. Learning happens both in the field, like training center, and online to-line messaging group that allow CAs to access guidance whenever they need it, especially in critical emergency or urgent situation. The goal is not just to deliver knowledge, but to embed it in real-life problem solving without disrupting the cultural value of community. This approach aims to empower change agents to become drivers of social innovation. Here are some outcomes. 110 super village health volunteers serving 97 villages, providing over 3,000 health services a year. 11 energy CA maintain solar system across 49 communities and government units. 28 livestock CA support animal medicine practice and reduce meat import by 9 to 16%. 16 volunteer Thai teachers support over 460 ethnic children across 16 schools. These are not just statistics. They represent real improvement in people's lives. It is not a pilot project, but a deeply rooted, community-owned system. Let me show what our Super VHV do. Chantip is using thermometer to check child's fever and helping bring it down by gently sponging her body. Before our program, a child with a fever might mean a dangerous hours-long journey to the nearest clinic. Today, Chantip can provide that critical first response right in the village. Chantip is also checking blood pressure for an elderly patient with hypertension, while gently reminding her to cut down on salty food. Ha is cleaning the vial carefully to make sure it doesn't get infected afterward. She is sending a photo of vial via her phone, asking for guidance for a mentor if she isn't sure about the vial's condition. These may seem like simple tasks, but in places without clinics or doctor, they make a world of difference. For livestock CA, Norpo is castrating a piglet. He also giving vitamin injection to newborn pigs and exchanging knowledge with university researchers via messaging application. It may look small, but this help reduce disease and increases access to protein. Our energy CA are vital in off-grid area. They repair solar inverter, test the efficiency of solar panel. When electricity is available for educational media, students have better opportunities to learn. Without them, even basic writing would be impossible. About Thai teacher, our CAs are trained by retired teachers to make Thai learning materials. They create media adapted for local children. They use fun game to unlock learning, become a powerful doorway to learning for students. Some even use Galen folk tales to teach Thai language, connecting culture with education. One key lesson is learning must prove its effectiveness in the real world. Trainers and mentors must follow up to ensure CAs can apply knowledge in practice and coach them repeatedly until they can do so with confidence. Because in many cases, what a CA does has a direct impact on people's lives, such as providing care for patients or working on a power system. So, how do we know they are effective? We evaluate in 3 ways. First, real work. Can they perform? Can they treat well? Less animal? Second, local indicator. Are animal survival rates improving? Are students making progress? The third, community feedback. Do we contrast and rely on them? Are they solving problems? All of these show us what our CAs can do. The next question is, how did we build those capabilities? We use what we call the competency development journey. It's not a one-off training. It's a long process that builds people step by step. First, they observe, then they trial, then they lead, and finally, they help others grow. And we always say, what we do is not just build skill. It's about restoring justice to those who leave the furthest behind. And this learning process doesn't just happen in the village. It transforms our university too, because our students learn from it as well. This is our social lab program. It connects real-world problems with student learning. When CAs face tough problems that conventional technology cannot solve, we invite students and teachers to help through coursework, internship, or final year projects. Here are examples. Improving the quality of pig feed by fermenting locally available plants. Building chick warmer for coal in off-grid area with extreme climate fluctuation to improve survival rates. Trilingual beard feeding campaign to raise awareness that feeding newborns non-breast milk can be harmful. Using current folk tales to create learning materials that help children practice Thai. We also find that students who participate in this process develop empathy, cultural humility, and a deep respect for human diversity. We believe that these students will grow into not only talent professional, but also ethical and compassionate global citizens, and become true social change agents, just as KMUTT envisions in its mission. This is what I believe. Social innovation must be rooted in real life. It must respond to complexity, grow from within, and respect diversity. Universities must grow beyond teaching. We must become bridges, connecting knowledge, science, policy, and local wisdom. We must walk with those furthest behind, because when they rise, we all rise. Thank you very much.
Wow, the punchline. When they rise, we all rise. I am really hooked by that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Bawansak, for sharing your valuable work and practical insight. His message reminds us that the development happens when community gain the skills and confidence to lead their own progress. At this time being, all speakers have finished. So let us take a few moments to summarize before moving to the questions and discussion sessions. To briefly summarize all the presentation, Dr. Malika highlighted how Muay Korat heritage can empower communities and serve as a model for social innovation. Dr. Art Marvin Arayas shared how global learning experiences create local and international impact to global stage. Dr. Wallapha demonstrated how social innovation can lead to sustainable health, behavior, and community well-being, while Mr. Bawansak discussed how developing local change again strengthen innovation in remote highland areas. Together, these presentations scaffold the power of collaboration between local knowledge, cultural identity, and academic research in achieving sustainable area-based development. Dear guests, now we will have the questions and answer session. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Our staff will bring you the microphone. So anyone come up with the questions, or anyone would like to share your opinion or perspective, please feel free to share. Excuse me, can the staff turn on the light, please? We cannot see clearly who raised their hands.
Test, test. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. I am Charlo Bautista from the Mindanao State University, Philippines. I would like to ask the first question to the first speaker, Dr. Malika, because I admire your presentation when it comes to social innovation. And also, I am quite attracted to your SROI, or the social return on investment. How do we translate social impact to monetary value, or the social return on investment?
Okay. As part of the research project, we have to monitor everything. Like, for example, after we conduct, we do a lot of interventions, like activity program, new products, new services. We found that the value, economic value,
Yes.
happened. For example, the thing that immediately we can capture is the amount of money that the Muay Korat master have increased because of all the activities,
Yes.
all things that we are doing. So we need to go back and really captures, before and afters, what the amount of money that everyone got. So we need to identify the input, the output of all the activities that we do. So we translate that into, money. So we do real exact money counting.
All right,
So
thank you
that
so
we
much.
do social return on investment and discount other money. So the one 2.44 is the amount of the return from the investment money from the PMU for the granting, but not deleting or subtract others.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is social return on investment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Malika, and thank you, the participant, for pioneering the questions. Any more questions, or who would like to share your perspective or opinion right after listening to the participation? Thank you very much.
Hi, thanks for the very insightful presentation for all of you. My name is Yvonne Ye. I'm the representative from Taiwan Tech, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. I have one comment, one question for the presenters. My first comment is that my university, we also do similar things like this. We call it engineer in action. So if you have project like that, you are welcome to send me the ideas and I can find you the professors who are in charge of this so that we can work together. We also send our students and professors out to work on global community project like in Indonesia and in Vietnam and in Japan. So we are welcome to work with you. And that's my comments. And my second one is my question. I'm thinking about how do you recruit students and professors to work on those projects as students and they are very busy in finishing their studies. And so we find out that it's getting more and more difficult to find the students interested in working on those projects. So we have to do some promotion and some of the professors also include those projects as the course credits so that students can also earn the credits out of those projects. So I'm just curious about how you promote those projects in your university. Thank you. Anyone who wants to share?
Which speaker do you specifically ask?
Any one of
Overall?
of them?
Okay,
Yes.
anyone.
I would like to share what we have done here at Thaksin University, how we encourage the students to work with the community. For Thaksin University, the first one that we have the course, the subject on this in the GE, General Education. And we also announce the social innovation and community involvement as a core competency of Thaksin University. So if it is a core competency, everyone have to create, have to improve themselves to have this core competency. This we have done. And during the study here at Thaksin University, we have every program have to involve the community project. Have to. In health side is a lot. In health side that, for example, in my faculty, I have 5 bachelor degree in public health, in Thai traditional medicine, occupational health and safety, sports science, and integration, management, and wellness, health and wellness. We use the university as a lab. If you go to visit my faculty, you can see that at 12:15 o'clock every day, many van take the student to the community. We have 1,200 in my faculty, and about 300 of them go every day, almost every day, to the community. So that's why they grow up with the love to the community, and when they graduate and they work with the people in the community or in some group of people, it is natural to approach the people. So I would like to make a conclusion here that it is in the curriculum. It is in the core competency announced by the university. And the program have to create that relevant based on the core competency. And the last one I would like to share here is from my faculty. I do provide a lot of budget on community-based learning. About 15% of the budget go to the community-based learning. So that's why we can empower the student to work with the community. They love community. Love is very important for them. If they don't feel they love the community or they love people, they could not do that after they graduate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wallapha, for your answer. And thank you, Gates, for your generous invitation. And we really hope that we can collaborate in the near future. Any more questions? I really expect some questions from our students.
Hello, Professor. My name is An Bomiet, and I'm currently studying International Business Management here at Thaksin University. So my questions, I want to ask the professor from the Philippines, because I heard that the professor mentioned 97% of the students who study abroad actually earn higher than other people. So I want to know from your programs, is there any specific data that indicates students came back to their country, to their local community, and contribute to their society? Because I can see, I'm very interested in economics and education as well. So in other countries like Philippines, especially in Southeast Asian country, the economy is really bit tight right now. So I think it's hard for students to come back and find jobs because they cannot find, let's say they finished master's degree in UK, but they cannot find jobs competing to other international students. But also when they come back to their home country, the salary pay gap is really, different from their education that they paid for. So it's really like a high gap between them. So I want to ask, what is your opinion on that too? Yes.
Thanks so much. Hi. So with that portion of the talk, when I said that 97% of those who graduated abroad actually earned higher than those who did not, that's actually a general statistic that's not only applicable to those who come from the Philippines. However, I also know that the basis of that is not based on people who come back to their country because, again, Southeast Asian countries, our economy is tighter in comparison to Western countries. So the basis of that statistic is that some of these graduates, when they graduate from foreign countries, they actually earn their first job there. So that is why the comparison of the first salary is very high. And moreover, on the second part, when you ask if these students are coming back to our country to work and such, is that your question? I'm sorry.
Yes, Professor. I want to ask your opinion on how the pay gap between students who study abroad, when they come back to their home countries. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they come back to the Philippines, my home country, actually the pay gap is not that high. So this gives the students who study abroad actually have the desire to work abroad as well, because in the Philippines, whether you studied abroad, if you studied abroad, of course, you will get higher pay. However, it's not that material, considering our economy there. So students who study abroad, actually find employment abroad because even if the pay gap is high, it's not that material, considering our economy. Did I answer your question?
Yes, Professor.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, too.
Thank you, Dr. Arayas, and thank you, students, for answering the questions. Any more questions, please?
This is not a question, this is just a reaction to the previous question. In our university, when we send our faculty members, our staff to study abroad, they come back and tell us that they have a lot of job offering. So, as compared to the income, their salary that they're receiving in our university, they say, if not because of our loyalty to our university, we will really go and accept the offer because of the higher salary rate that they are offering, considering that they have gone into foreign study. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your sharing. We come to an end of the question and discussion sessions. Thank you for those excellent questions and valuable answers from the speaker. As we conclude, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our speaker for their contribution, to all of you for your active participation. This session truly reflects the theme of this year's Congress, the globalization functional role of higher education from local to global. Through creativity, collaboration, and community engagement, we can ensure that innovation begins locally and grow to make a global impact. At this time being, may I invite Professor Dr. Michael Affenseler, excuse me for pronunciation, a chair of the World Technology University Networking, to present tokens of appreciation to our honorable speaker. May I invite the speaker on the stage to receive the token of appreciation, please. All the speakers, please join Dr. Michael Affenseler on the stage. Thank you, Dr. Michael, and thank you all the speakers for honorable presentation. Thank you once again, and please join me in giving our speaker a final round of applause, everyone. Here, we come to an end of the panel session. May I inform our VIP delegates, a shuttle will take you to the Laguna Hotel, and you will have 1 hour to rest, and the shuttle will return and pick you up at 5 p.m. I hope you enjoy the rest of today's program, the evening reception at the Institute for Southern Thai Study. Now we shall close the panel session. Thank you very much for today. Thank you.